Now everyone, prepare your popcorn because Joe Rogan just burned Sunny Hostin so completely that she may never fully recover. If you average the hosts of The View, they are some of the most dim-witted people on television.
If you average out The View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a wealth.
Karoline Leavitt just dropped a legal bombshell on The View, and the response has been massive. There is a lot of concern, public outcry, and litigation going on behind the scenes. The View thought they could ridicule Karoline, degrade her, and get away with it. But this time, they messed with the wrong one. Now that Karoline is taking such harsh revenge, she is not only bringing The View to light, but also making them beg for her pardon to stop her lawsuit. Next up is Joe Rogan. Dude, he didn't hold back. You will learn the reason for the recent viral success of his epic diatribe against Sunny Hostin. For 10 years of good fortune, however, click like and then subscribe. Have you just registered? Wonderful. Now, let's get going.
Saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know. So I wasn't expecting necessarily for her to kind of try to ambush me in that way and attack my character in that way.
Well, it is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
yeah.
it is a rabies-infested hen.
What caused this whole train disaster? It all started when Karoline Leavitt was singled out for criticism by The View, as they often do, just because she is young, conservative, and doesn't fit their ridiculous narrative. This time, Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin went too far.
They really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was picked.
Joy Behar smiled and said that Trump's belief that Karoline is a 10 is the sole reason she got hired. Sunny Hostin, who was always ready to use identity politics, tried to make Karoline seem privileged, even though her intelligence and determination allowed her to advance through the ranks. And Whoopi Goldberg, well, that's kind of her thing, so she just sat there nodding. This is where they erred greatly, however, as they miscalculated Karoline, who refused to tolerate this disgusting slander campaign. She altered the situation, rather than playing their game.
While I vow to provide the truth from this podium, we ask that all of you in this room hold yourselves to that same standard. We know for a fact there have been lies that have been pushed by many legacy media outlets in this country about this president, about his family, and we will not accept that. We will call you out when we feel that your reporting is wrong or there is misinformation about this White House.
Boom. She's got more.
I would like to point out to each and every one of you that in 2024, when Joe Biden was in the Oval Office or upstairs in the residence sleeping, I'm not so sure, egg prices increased 65% in this country.
Bam!
Rather than just retaliating, Karoline went nuclear. She pointed out how they preach feminism while demeaning every woman who disagrees with them, exposing the hypocrisy of their ideology. She exposed how the program defends liberal women while undermining conservative ones. Then, a lawsuit for $800 million was brought against them. You heard right. Karoline filed a defamation case against The View's hosts, claiming that their thoughtless comments damaged her reputation, and they are now urging her to settle. ABC personnel are reportedly in a panic and working quickly to fix the damage. It never occurred to them that Karoline would fight so hard. But the best part? Joe Rogan just jumped right in and destroyed Sunny Hostin.
If you average out The View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a wealth. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of a way to get it down. The episode of you when you're on The View, when you were running for president.
Right.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy. We love it.
They're talking about you in such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Joe Biden knows how to do this. Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
Rather than just calling Sunny Hostin out, Joe Rogan completely tore her apart. He criticized her for being the queen of theatrical outrage, saying she enjoys playing the victim and attacking anyone who doesn't fit her narrative. If you average the IQ of the views, hosts, you're not hitting triple digits, he said, mocking her commitment to journalism. He then displayed receipts, reminding everyone that although The View used to applaud Trump when it suited them, they now portray him as the worst thing in the world. He didn't stop there, though. He ridiculed The View's entire structure, likening it to a reality TV show where the loudest person wins and the facts don't matter. The internet loved it. Joe Rogan exposed The View and essentially canceled them. Sunny Hostin's reputation took a major hit within minutes. The comments were brutal. Joe Rogan did more fact-checking in 5 minutes than The View has done in 5 years. While promoting empowerment, The View mocks any woman with a different perspective. What a joke. Suddenly, even the highest executives at ABC are sweating. Because this is more than just bad headlines, it's a full-blown nightmare.
There are also calls today for The View to go next when you've got hosts like Whoopi Goldberg spitting when she's speaking about Donald Trump. Look at this.
No, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
But can I mention one thing?
That's on the ABC, of course, but what a class act. I mean, speaking about Donald Trump, you can't make this stuff up. Should The View go next?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sunny Hostin has faced challenges or she's been in trouble, let's say, by executives at ABC for some of these smears and lies that she spread. There needs to be some level of accountability with these talk show hosts. People tune in to left-wing networks. They expect to get a left-wing talking point. But what they shouldn't expect or what we shouldn't treat as normal is the fact that there is nothing but denigration and maligning of characters.
Now, The View knows how bad things are for them. Significant adjustments are reportedly being discussed by ABC executives. Several sponsors are said to be reviewing their contracts. Let's face it, the fact that even Whoopi Goldberg is keeping quiet says a lot. Next up is Sunny Hostin. Her media reputation is taking a hit, and some are even suggesting that ABC might dismiss her to save face. But let's be honest, the damage is already done. The View is begging for forgiveness now that Karoline Leavitt has completely altered the situation.
And the Democrats are in complete disarray because they have become a globalist party who like to spend taxpayer dollars on useless priorities just to cater to the left's demands here at home.
Everyone, it's your turn now. Was Joe Rogan's roast completely warranted, or did he go too far? Is Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit a warning? The View needed this wake-up call and will ultimately have to clean house after this disaster. So what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you don't want to miss out on the hottest celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to Daily Finder